win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. City centre, cellar cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a John Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant the strallies up.
And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Amir King Khan, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, and he's got that reach of 71 inches. Amir Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever... There's never a dull moment with this guy. Here comes Teofimo.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Bolton.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Do you believe what we're seeing? Neither fighter willing to slow down. The courage on display here is incredible. How about that time counter shot? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter embodies the cardinal rule of boxing. Hit and don't get hit.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Jab doesn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he just missed with that left jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Khan in that last round. Well, we know. On to the second round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nice counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Punch. That counter shot lands. Jab does not score. swing and a miss with that jab. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. There's a counter shot. Let's talk about Khan in that last round. They've got on to the third. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Nice counter shot. A straight right just misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. That counter punch caught him clean. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around her. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter.
That was weird. Turn on the cheats. Oh, he quit.
I just need a minute to replenish who I am, and who I am is so dependent on exactly where we stand. I stand in any pose, anything but tippy toes. I want you to feel smaller, always taller. Now I'm a cheerleader, she a baller. The difference in height isn't I left my ego at the altar. Now every ring's a thing, and everything I taught you is coming back around to me, just like revolvers. And every single click is just hammering it home. Who knew Russian roulette involved answering the phone? Until my signal dwindles or my channel is in Rome, or my cell phone dies, or it's cancer in my dome. And dear nicks the tone as I pull my pain out. One of your short nose might blow my brains out, but you ain't even pick up. Talking to myself, exactly what you sick of.
Feeling kinda restless. Did you get my message? It's swirling around in the storm. Come on. No, don't tell me that you care when I know you're standing there. I left the story.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
And here he... And it's the king, Amir King Khan. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute.
We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Catch and shoot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
What a fight it was. It was bubbling to be an unbelievably interesting, intriguing fight. Crawford's still as fast. He's still as slick, still as powerful. Now Khan knows this guy can put the pressure on. So I've either got to jump on him early and throw it all in for 5 rounds, or exactly the same thing's going to happen all over again.
It's a real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell sometime.
And there's the bell for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Can you imagine walking into this town, walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name? You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about it.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't land the jab there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The straight right just misses. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice job getting that punch through. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Crawford in trouble. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Missing with the hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Didn't land that jab. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Punches have to hurt. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Well done with that counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight would say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. Quick punch scores. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. On to the 5th we go.
Let's
it has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Missing with the left hook. Perfect counter lands. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges.
No, they're not. For sports bets. Take the fall.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Fantastic punch. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, Now we're going to find out.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to... There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Punch, counter punch. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was...
Got that step on the gas.
Round 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Caution is being thrown to the wind. And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. These two lightweights are showing you why they are the best up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. At this point, you gotta believe
something is out of this guy.
Gonna need a knock.
No way he does that much.
And we enter the 8th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
He's counter punching. Not a lot of defense here at all. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
That's lights out right there.
One, two,
Got him.
3, 4, 5. Give me your bro.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
The corner needs to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Pretty lopsided decision there, a unanimous one.
This is the last thing we expected.
One more fight. Then I gotta stop. Ugh.
Feeling like I got a brand new contract. Armed and dangerous and ready for comeback. Soon as I catch him on sight, it's contact. I get the job done proper, there's no comebacks. That's not fair, people hoping on the balance. But either you got that magic or you haven't. And we were born and blessed with all this talent. Soon as we're given a task, it's so apparent I'm fully prepared, fully activated and ready. Focused on the target, grab my weapon, hold it steady.
Clear, man.
Let's do it.
Bad connection. 36. What? See how fast that is? This guy doesn't look either.
Signals aren't working. Start doubling up the jab.
Holy crap, what the hell?
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Let's do it.
That's it. Set it up with a jab, though. Set it up with a jab and then look for your power shot.
Listen, you switched off. What are you doing? Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about it. Let's go. And back. Now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need...
Let's go.
Oh, come on, what are you doing? Switch on. You let him... What are you doing? What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. You've been coasting this fight, and now you've let him...
Do your business.
Are you okay?
Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths.
Let's fight.
Okay, let's
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over. Back. Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's it.
Let's do it.
Alright, GG. Thanks for watching.